What's going on, guys? I'm now going to hit you with a review of a fight that happened last night for the IBF Super Middleweight Championship between Lucian Bute and Brinkley. First of all, one bad thing about living over here in England is staying up till about 4 in the morning for fights to happen over in the States. It's starting to kill me, to be honest with you. I'm doing it again tonight for the, I think it's the Vasquez fight, I'm not too sure. I'm going to do it again tonight, so good luck to me for that. But anyway, I thought I'd come and as I talked about the IBF Super Middleweight title, as I said, Lucian Bute coming to this fight undefeated, fighting in his hometown, in his home city of, well, I say his home city. I think he's not originally from Canada, but still, he's adopted Canada. Coming in and fighting Brinkley. Brinkley, to be honest with you, I mean, I feel sorry for Lucian Bute at the minute because he's very, very short of challenges. Because the whole Super 6 thing going on in that division, Lucian Bute isn't part of that. But anyway, I'll actually get into the fight. I just wrote it all down on my iPhone so I could actually tell you all about it, to be honest with you. Overall, Bute's speed, I think he's got incredible speed, to be honest with you. His speed, power and craftiness are all very, very good. And one thing I've always admired about Bute is his left hand uppercut. You know, it's a decent shot of his. And when he uses the shot, you know, often you can't see the shot coming a lot of times. You know it's going to come in the round, but you don't know when he's going to drop it. I think that's what makes Bute something special, and something special, to be honest with you, when you look at it. You know, overall, looking at the fight, out of all the rounds boxed, I think you could probably give a Brinkley 2, to be honest with you. The second round he was, and maybe the 7th, but they were both very, very close. They're both very, very close rounds, to be honest with you. But I think you could have given Brinkley 2 of them. To be fair to Brinkley, he actually did pretty well. I mean, when you look at the people who faced Bute recently, I mean, you look at Zania and Edison Miranda, Librando, and what's the name? Librado, Andrade? I think it's that anyway. Sorry, I'm rubbing my head, I've got a headache, sorry, at the minute. So, who were, I think they were Bute's last 3 opponents, actually, and if you look, there is, they all chased after Bute. It was easy for Bute, but Brinkley's defence is a lot more better. I think Bute probably had a few problems with it. I know that the commentators were complaining that Bute was getting down to their level a little bit, getting up to the fighter's level, and they didn't want to stoop that low, because he was a better fighter than he showed last night, to be honest with you. You know, Brinkley also touched Bute a little bit more than I think we were expecting. But you know, I think it's just because he was a better fighter. But I think he just had better tactics, not better fighter than people like Miranda and people like that. But you know, I think he just had better tactics for Bute, to be honest with you. You know, wasn't charging in after Bute. He was just being conservative. You know, trying to box and things like that. Brinkley got knocked down in the 5th and the 8th, but still managed to survive it. You know. They were decent shots, you know, and they were decent. Again, I can't really knock anything about that. And then you look at he managed to knock him down with that left uppercut again, which I was saying, which I think is Bute's best shot personally. Knocked him down in the 9th. Fight was over pretty much. All in all, it was a decent display from Bute. I think it's a difficult time for Bute at the minute. You know, I mean, where does he go? You know, he's got no one really to fight. If you look at it now, I mean, I suppose if you look at the people, you know, in that weight division, well, you got Ward, who's in the Super 6, Carl Froch, who's in the Super 6, Arthur Abraham, who's in the Super 6. So those are the 3 main ones, you know, who are out. Kessler is injured, and hopefully, as he said, if his injuries don't hurt, he's actually going to retire from boxing, I heard. Alan Green is also in the Super 6, so he can't fight him. Who else is in that division? Sako Bika, they fought before, but he's also now in the Super. Well, he's not technically in the Super Six. He's fighting Wardlow for the WBA belt. I know it's the other day, but it's not part of the Super Six. And the WBO champion is Stiglitz, I believe. Well, I don't know whether that fight will ever materialise, but there's now a lot of talk about him going to light heavyweight. Which, if you look at the light heavyweight division and look at the people, there's probably some big money there. I don't really know who Bute is, to be honest with you. In my eyes, I think that he is still someone who we won't actually know if he's. People regard him as the best in the super middleweight division, but I don't think we can really know or get a bigger picture of how good he can be unless he manages to fight. Which, if he stays in the weight division, he's at now super middleweight, have 2 or 3 fights, just carry on, wait for Super 6 to finish, and then fight people. Because let's be honest, the fight we all would love to see at super middleweight for Bute to do is with Andre Ward. However, if he did move to light heavyweight, there is a monster Canadian showdown that could be done with Lucian Bute and Jean Pascal, who is probably the best light heavyweight, arguably, you could say. That's my opinions of the fight. Hit me back on the comment box if you've got any comments. Sorry it's off the top of the head, but as I said, I didn't get to bed till 5 o'clock this morning because I haven't watched this fight. Few videos for you today. So anyway, until next time, Boxing Clown 90 signing out.